Alright, so good evening guys. My name is Dr. Lurster. How are you?
Good.
Hi. We're just going to introduce everybody so I know everybody's name, and then we can move on from there. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we can start with you.
Well, I'm Miss Wilson. This is my baby Kim, and this is my son Tori. Stacy. Oh, and Stacy went to the bathroom. She'll be in momentarily.
Okay. And what brings you guys in today?
Well, we've been having some issues at home. You know, I've really been trying my hardest. I've been sober for a while now, and you know, it's just been getting really difficult for me because my son here, you know, he has constantly been getting calls from the school letting me know that he hasn't been showing up, that he's been skipping, and it's really, really weighing on me because I'm trying my hardest to stay sober. And you know, my little baby's here, my other baby Stacy. You know, I'm trying my best to be a better mom and stuff for them, you know, and Tori. But it's just really hard when I still have the school call me all the time, telling me how, you know, he's not showing up. So I just need help with that. Yeah.
Okay. How old is everybody?
So Tori here is my oldest. He's 11, and then Kim is 9, and Stacy is 6.
Okay. And what sort of things do they do at home? How's everything going at home?
So Stacy and Kim, like those are my 2 little angels. They're my babies right there. So, you know, they pretty much, they do what I tell them to do. They good. And then Tori, you know, I love Tori too, but Tori is just giving me a really hard time right now. And, you know, for the most part, he okay, but if we can just get the school situation together, and, you know, I think that will help me out a lot. Because, you know, we got this caseworker, and she comes in, and she helps me out when I'm feeling stressed. And, you know, at one point in time, they was living, you know, Tori and my baby here, Kim, they was living in a residential facility. And, you know, now that they've been back and I've been sober, it's the caseworker and my sister have really been trying to help me to stay on the straight path. But Tori's behavior is just, it's not helping me stay on the straight path.
Okay. What were they in care for?
Well, you know, about 3 years ago, I had to be hospitalized, and I was in counseling for, you know, my alcohol abuse. So I basically just went off to rehab, and you know, they had to go to foster care while I was in rehab. But the baby of them all got to stay with me. Yeah.
And what types of behaviors other than his truancy have become an issue? Because you keep saying, you know, his behaviors are just out of hand. So what type of behaviors is he exhibiting?
I mean, he's a really good boy. I mean, you know, he does what I tell him to do. It's just, you know, sometimes he just goes off the wall. Sometimes he is just not, you know, listening. He's not, you know, doing what I tell him to do. And the whole school thing is what's really just getting like, it's weighing us down. We need him to get it together. So we can. I mean, like I said, he's a good boy. You are a really good boy, but it's just, you gotta go to school, baby. I can't have you, you know, out of school. So if we can get that together.
And when he doesn't go to school, what type of things is he doing?
Sometimes my brother takes care of me. I love my big brother.
That's true. He does. He helps a lot. He helps with the 2 kids, and he does, you know, the chores around the house and everything like that. So he does, you know, he helps me out. He's the man of the house. He really helps me out. So yes, he does. But we got to get this school thing together. That's the, you know, for the most part, he is a good kid. It's just I don't know. He just, the school is really what's weighing on me, because when the school calls, then I get stressed out, then the caseworker comes in and, you know, she gets to talking about removing the kids again, and I don't want that thing.
So So is he missing school because he's helping at home, or is he missing school because he just doesn't?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I mean, I do maybe put a lot more on him than a 11-year-old should have. But, you know, when I'm there, I'm there. He don't need to, you know, come home or he don't need to miss school. So, and I've been here as of late, so I don't know if he's missing school because he's taking care of them or if he's missing school because he don't want to go. Because I've been here, so, you know, he can go to school now. Because I'm here, I'm back.
Would you like to say anything?
What?
Would you like to say anything? Would you like to address whatever your mom is saying?
I didn't know what you just said.
This is an issue too. So I mean, you know, I don't know. This is stuff. This right here. This is what causes me to want to relapse.
Okay. So how do you cope with the stress?
Well, right now, I mean, you know, I call the caseworker, and the caseworker, she comes and pick up the kids, so I can just, you know, relieve some stress and, you know, try to, you know, just relieve some stress. So that's what's been working right now. She comes in, she steps in, she takes over for a little while, and then once I feel like I can handle things again, then she brings me back.
Okay. So it sounds like there are other stressful situations going on in the home. So what other type of stressful things are happening in the home?
Well, you know, my sister, she is supposed to be helpful. I mean, my sister is helpful in ways, but she can be very condescending, and she doesn't agree with the way that I decided I want to raise my children. And I mean, that's just stress added on to itself. Like, you know, these is my kids. I think I know what's best for them, and she always has to put her 2 cents in, and that's very stressful also.
Did you want to say anything to her?
It's okay. We can talk to her later.
Be around.
See, that's what I get from him. I'm struggling too. I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to make it happen. I'm trying. But, you know, I don't know.
Do you have anything you want to say?
No, I love my sister.
Do you think that it's anything wrong with what's going on at home? Or do you think anything needs to change?
Well, Tori take care of me a lot, but he needs to go to school. I don't think he should go to school.
Do you go to school?
I do.
Okay.
But if I'm like not feeling good or if I get bad or I'm hungry, Tori does all of that for me. Well, my mom, she handles it.
When can your mom go?
Whenever she's like busy or has to work or she's tired or if she just needs a moment or something, I don't know. Sometimes he just does it all.
Does it happen more? Does Tori take care of you more often than you think your mom does?
I don't know, but he takes care of me a whole lot. A whole lot now.
Okay. When he misses school, is he home with you?
Yeah, he's home with me most of the time, cleaning and making sure my sister and I eat before my mom gets off work and things like that.
Okay. So it sounds like to me that he's missing school because there's some things in the home that he's taking care of. Is that true?
I don't feel that way. No, I don't. Like I said, he helps out, but I'm there. So, I mean, when I'm not there, he helps out, but I've been there. So, you know.
Hi Tori, how you doing today?
Fine.
So, tell me, how do you feel about your mom and your sister's presence? How do you feel leaving that session?
Same idea.
And how is that? How do you feel now?
Why am I here?
So you don't know why you're here?
I don't know why I have to be here.
Do you know any of the concerns that your mother expressed in the last session?
But I'm not going to school.
Okay, so you can tell that your mom was very upset that she wasn't going to school, right? And how do you feel about her being upset about that?
Looks good.
You don't have any feelings towards it? Do you think that it's important that you do go to school? No, not really. What grade are you in?
Good job.
High school, right? High school? Sixth grade? Okay, sorry, sixth grade, okay. So as a sixth grader, you're almost at junior high. So you don't think that being in school and having a good attendance is important?
No.
Are you learning much in school?
I don't know.
So how often, in a week, how often would you say you miss school in a week?
I was elected several times.
2 days out the week?
Yes.
Okay. Now, is there any reason why you're missing school?
I gotta take care of my sister.
You're the two little sisters that were present last time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you have to do for them?
Cook, clean, usually wash. Make sure they get to school.
So how do they get to school?
I walk them to school.
Okay. So at the time when you're cooking and cleaning and making sure they get to school on time, where is your mom?
Relaxed.
So she's home with you when you're doing all of that?
Not always.
Not always. Okay. If she's not home, then you know where she is. Okay. So pretty much a lot of the time, well, at least 2 days out of the week, your little sister depend on you. How do you feel about that? That's like kind of a big responsibility for someone your age. How does that make you feel that you have to do all of that for your sister? Do you mind doing it? Is it something that frustrates you?
No.
No. Have you ever sat your mom down and talked to her about it? Okay, 'cause I know last session she did mention that there was a caseworker that was, bugging her about you being absent from school. Is there any plans for you to be present more? Does mom need you to stay over more? Or did you guys talk about that? No, not
She
really.
just told me to go back to school.
Mom. Okay, so this week have you been to school every day? No. Did your little sister get to school though? Did you make sure they got to school or did mom do it? You did it? Okay. So in order for the case manager worker to leave your mom alone about you not being in school, you're gonna have to attend school more. So maybe we can talk to mom and just figure out what a plan for, you to just be able to still help her. Because mom may need a little help with 3 kids. You have you and your 2 younger sisters. So maybe we can figure out a plan for you to help mom but still make it to school on time. How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
Do you think it'll be a little bit better if you don't have so much of a load on you?
If it works.
Okay. Do you like missing school? Would you rather go or would you rather stay at home with your sister?
I'd rather make sure they're okay. But if I had to, she not.
Okay, so it seems like you will want to go to school if you could. So when you're at home and you're making sure that your sisters get to school, once they go to school, then you not go back to school? So where do you go after they go to school?
Home, clean up shop. Make sure they're okay.
And then you stay there for the rest of the day? Okay, so that seems to be a little part of the problem right there. Do you think that it would be possible for you to make sure your little sister get to school and then for you to go to school, maybe clean up once you get home? Are you open to trying that? Because the biggest concern is you missing school. We don't want you to miss school.
Maybe. If it worked, I would say.
Okay, so what if you tried that? Let's try that for the next week or so. Maybe you can do most of the cleaning at night. That way you get your sisters prepared and ready for school in the morning. You won't have to go back home to school. It'll already be done at night and then you have morning for you to keep the night home to school. You won't have to do it after you take them to school. Because that you're missing a lot of school for that. Okay, you want to try that for next week just to see how it goes? Okay, because taking care of 2 kids at your age is a big deal. And well, yeah, that's true. I understand that you love your sister. You want to make sure, that they're taken care of, school and everything, done for them. But you have to make sure the same thing for yourself as well. You want to ask mom to step in and look. Does that sound good to you? Okay, well we can do that, and then we can do that for a week. And I want you to write down. Maybe you can write down, how every day goes. What did you do? Did you go to school? Did you not go to school? Did you make time? Did you clean this night? Did you cook this day? Just write down, what you're doing throughout the day so we can keep track and see where we can ease the load of someone on you. Okay? You think you can do that? Okay, well, I think we can do that. I think just for the next week, we can write down, what you're doing throughout the day, and want to make sure that you get to school and just do all your chores at night. So just keep track of what you're doing, and talk to your mom, let her know that you're doing. You want mom to end on it so that she can see that you're trying to go back to school. Okay? Because mom is stressed out. She has 3 little babies. She's doing it by herself, and she's recovering, so we want to just make sure that mom has the most help and make sure that you are getting everything that you need as well. Okay? That sounds good to you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like I said, only if it works. I don't think this is the last time we have this conversation, but I'll try it.
Okay. Well, why don't you think it will work?
I still miss school. So I gotta take care of them. So I'll try it this week.
Well, have you ever tried the way that we said we're going to do with cleaning at night and, no? Okay, well, I want you to have as much of a positive attitude as you can, because I don't want you to think it's not going to work and then, get so upset and it doesn't work. I want you to say, try it. Think about you doing it for your sister. And I think that we're happy to know that you're doing it to help them as well as ease your load.
This motherfucker.
To be there when you're, the father figure. You're a young guy, you're at this age, you are the father figure, which is a lot on you. But I think your sister will be happy to know, that brother is taken care of too.
I think I can do that. At least for them, I can definitely do that.
Okay, I think that was sister. And I think that we'll be happy to know that you're doing it to help them as well as ease your load.
This motherfucker.
To be there when you're, the father figure. You're a young guy, you're at this age, you are the father figure, which is a lot on you. But I think your sister will be happy to know, that brother is taken care of too.
I think I can do that. At least for them, I can definitely do that.
Okay, I think that would be very
I can set a good example that way.
Yeah, and your sisters will look up to you. They will even, want your sisters to see you not going to school and they think it's okay. Because you want the best for your sisters. I can tell that you really love them. You're taking all of this time out to do for them. So I can tell that you want to, take care of them. I think they would be happy to see that.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
Go back to school with them. So that way I can set a good example for them.
yeah, that would be awesome. And then, we could tell mom about the idea and, see how she feels about it. She'll be so happy to know that you're, taking that step in the next direction and make sure that you make it to school. Okay? Okay, so let's just have a good, productive week, okay?
Okay.
All right, nice talking to you.
Talking to you too.
Okay.
Hi, Miss Wilson. How you doing?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, I just wanted to have a little one-on-one session with you, just to, get your take on how do you think things are going at home, and, just to get a better understanding of your perception of how you think you're doing, trying to live the sober life now. So, would you mind telling me a little bit about, how things are going at home?
Well, things are going okay at home. I am still sober. I've been sober for quite some time now. Tori, he had mentioned that he had spoke with you, so we're still having a little bit of an issue missing school with him, but he has been attended a little more. And he still helps me at home with, my two babies. So things are okay. They're not the best. They could be better, but they have improved since the last time we have spoken.
So it sounds like that, the relationship between you and Tori are getting better. He's starting to balance out being able to help you at home and, attend school more. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, he is. He is. I wish he would attend school every day. At first, initially when we spoke, he was missing about, within a 2-week frame, he was missing about 4 or 5 days of school. Now he's missing about 2 or 3, which is better, but he's still not there 100%. And I know he's helping me. He does a whole lot. He's very, very, very helpful to me and the girls with, cooking and cleaning and, making sure they get to school. But I'm just trying to figure out a way for that not to be a problem for him to miss school.
So tell me more about the change that occurred that helps him to get to school more than what he was going to school before.
Okay, so Tori, from speaking with you last, he decided to do his my little babies. Those are my babies. Those are the babies. They don't do anything. So Tori, he, I guess, decided to do his chores at night now, so that he wouldn't be so sleepy or tired in the morning or so frustrated when he would get the girls ready. So I've noticed that he just does a lot of the cleaning at night versus in the morning after he makes sure they go to school. So I think that's what's helping him out. Pretty sure it is because right after school, right after taking him to school, he goes to school now. Instead of, coming home and cleaning and doing all the housework. I guess he goes to school now, but there are still Sundays that he's in his school.
So it sounds like that you have a very dependent relationship with Tori. Can you explain maybe some of the other responsibilities that your other two children have?
Oh, well, my girls are my babies. Like, they don't do anything. They're like my little babies. Like, those are my babies. I take care of them. They don't do anything. They're just enjoying being babies right now. They don't do anything. Tori, does it all. They don't do anything. Yeah.
And I'm not really clear on how old are your two younger children?
9. Kim is 9 and Stacy is 6.
And they have no responsibilities. You don't feel like it's necessary for them to have some type of, just small chores to help them build, responsibility?
Well, Kim and Stacy, they play with their Barbie dolls. They have pretend babies that they play with. They get their toys. They watch their movies. They're pretty much just enjoying being my little babies. Like, I don't have them do anything. If they need anything or something needs to be done around the house that I can't do, Tori does it.
So it sounds like that you place a lot of responsibility on Tori, and Tori seems to pick up where you, in a sense, can't. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I actually never looked at it that way. It's always just been Tori and I. I'm a single parent. I have been for some time now. So it's always just been Tori and I. I guess he's like playing big brother / I wouldn't want to say dad, but he is the man in the house, and I do look at him as that. So it's always been just shared amongst Tori and I. Whatever I can do, he does. Whatever he can do, I do. So I guess he does have a lot of responsibility as well as I do.
And knowing that Tori is 11 and is it Kim that's 9?
Yeah.
They're not that far apart. So why, or is there no, is there no like leniency towards Tori since he's, kind of young himself, him being 11 years old, it seems as though you look at Stacy and Kim as these two children, but you give more of an authoritative role or more of an adult-like role to Tori, even though he's only 11 himself. So what can we do to try to help you to take some of the load off Tori so he can somewhat be a child?
Well, I really don't want my girls doing too much. I feel like Tori can do more because he's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he can do a lot more. He can help me take out the trash. He can help me, mow the grass if it needs it. He can help me clean, and he can help me cook. My babies are so little, they're my tiny little bitty babies, so I don't really want them to do much. And, Tori pretty much helps out where I can. So, I don't know. I never thought of my girls helping out. I just, because he was the guy, I just placed it on him because he was a guy.
So let's just set aside the conversation with the kids for a second. I want to focus more on some of the responsibilities that you have at home. Can you kind of just take me through a day of what your day consists of?
Well, in the morning, I'm up. The kids have to get ready for school, so I'm doing the baby's hair. Tori's pretty much probably, getting them dressed. So I'm doing the hair, and making sure that they're up and on time. And then they go to school, and then, I need to relax. So the days that I'm not at work, I'm just relaxing, pretty much just hanging out, getting some mom time away from the kids.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So in this period where the children go to school and you have your mom time, now when is it that Tori is not going to school?
Sometimes when Tori walks the girls to school, sometimes I do fall asleep. So sometimes I hear, I guess, him coming in, but other times he goes to school. So I'm guessing he comes in and finishes up his chores after he takes the girls to school. But I'm pretty much relaxing, so I really don't pay no mind, no attention. I'm just, there in the bed, sleep or watching TV. And, sometimes I hear him coming in, but he's doing his chores, so I pretty much don't think nothing of it.
Mm-hmm. And so how does these, because I know before that, you've been getting, some rather frequent calls from the school about Tori not being there. So how does that impact your ability to function at home, getting those calls from school?
Well, when they call, oh my God, they keep bugging me about him not being in school. And I'm trying to tell him that he needs to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so annoying, it's so irritating. It causes me to just get so upset. I get angry, so I'm not relaxing. So now it's just too much. They keep nagging and keep bothering. I'm really trying to get him to go to school. I just don't know what to do at this point about it. And he's been going more, not as often as he should, but going a lot more than before. But they just won't get off my back. I don't know what to do.
Now, being in recovery, can you tell me about how you cope with that stress?
Well, coping with stress, like I said, sometimes I just relax, like whether it's me lounging around, eating, or just staying at home all day watching TV, or sometimes I sleep so I don't have to think about what's going on in my life, or sometimes I may just, hang out with my friends every once in a while. Sometimes I just lounge around and just be lazy because if I'm so stressed, it just bothers me. I think about it all day and it's so overwhelming. I just don't know what else to do besides bum around or hang out with my friends.
So at any point, does this lounging around or hanging out with friends, does this ever include, someone else bringing around alcohol? Or, does this ever include, like, maybe you being in an atmosphere that involves alcohol?
Oh, no. I'm sober. You know, if we're out and my friends drink, then, you know, they drink, but I'm sober and I've been sober for a while now. Like, being stressed out doesn't, you know, make me drink or anything. So, no, I'm sober. I'm good there. I'm fine.
So, how do you feel about being in an atmosphere with alcohol? Do you think that that's maybe a little bit more of a temptation for you at this point to be around people and to be around friends who actually engage in drinking when you're on a sober path?
I don't think it's a temptation, but it can be irritating if I'm like already upset and I see them drinking and partying and having fun. Sometimes I'll be like, you know, like so mad that I'm upset, but everyone around me is like having fun. But it's never like had any temptation for me to want to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm still sober, but sometimes it is irritating, and that's why I just go back to just being at home by myself. Like, I'm so mad that you guys are drinking and I can't, so I'm just gonna go home and just lounge around and be a bum, like, and just be in my own zone. So I don't have any temptation, but it is a lot of frustration that's there when I do see people drinking.
So do you associate drinking with having fun or in partying, or do you really just not view it as a fun time?
Well, I don't think I feel sober, but sometimes it is irritating, and that's why I just go back to just being at home by myself. Like, I'm so mad that you guys are drinking and I can't, so I'm just gonna go home and just lounge around and be a bum, like, and just be in my own zone. So I don't have any temptation, but it is a lot of frustration that's there when I do see people drinking.
So do you associate drinking with having fun or in partying, or do you really just not view it as a fun time?
Well, I don't think I associate it with as being fun, because I wish I could have fun, so I would do it. But I do, what makes me mad is because I'm sober and when I go out, everyone else around me is not. It irritates me that they're having fun. And because I'm already overwhelmed and stressed on what's going on within my life, so I can't get to the fun level soberly. So I get irritated and want to go home by myself. But I think you can have, you know, I have lots of fun being sober, but I just don't like to be around alcoholic fun people when I'm upset.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally understand. So when you do go around your friends and they're, you know, drinking, you have a good time, and you kind of get agitated, and then you come back home, how does your attitude impact what's going on in the house when you get home from being agitated?
Oh, I just go home and go to sleep.
Okay. So it sounds to me as though, you know, you spend majority of your time when you are at home catering to your needs versus, you know, and leaving majority of the work for Tori to handle. Is that what I'm hearing?
I never looked at it like that. I wouldn't say that, but now that you're saying it and I can hear it, it could be a little bit true. I wouldn't say like 1,000% true, but I would say like maybe 50-60% true. Yeah, kind of made me feel bad a little bit.
Right. So, and you know, that's not my intention. You know, I definitely don't want to, you know, make you feel bad, but I do want you to understand how, you know, you have to perceive your actions and how you have to think about how your actions impact your children. So I think that this was a good realization for you to be able to, you know, have someone kind of put up a mirror and show you, you know, this is what you're doing and this is how it's impacting your children. So since you realized that, what are some ways that you think we can come up with to kind of help you change that behavior? Because obviously, you know, trying to stay sober and be sober is never an easy thing, and you know, everything is about adjusting. So how can we come up with some solutions to help you change your behavior to where you can kind of take more of the responsibility off of Tori?
I guess I can just guess grow up a little bit. You know, stop thinking that Tori is, well, I don't think that he's like a father, but stop putting so much on him and just understand that, you know, I am a single parent and I'm just going to have to just bite that bullet and just, you know, take care of all of my babies and not make Tori seem as if he has to be a father.
Mm-hmm.
So I will definitely try to do more around the house
Mm-hmm.
and to let Tori, you know, have his, you know, game time, his
Right.
time with his friends, go outside, or whatever it is that he want to do. So I can definitely just try and increase my workload to decrease his.
And I think that it's very important that you come up with some, like, all of these ideas that you're throwing out are very, you know, concrete, they're very obtainable, and that's what we want to focus on. We want to focus on some solutions that are attainable and that are concrete and that you can kind of measure how you're doing. So, for example, you said, you know, taking more responsibility at home with chores. Maybe lessening his load and putting some more on your load with the washing dishes, mopping, cleaning bathrooms, and also, you know, letting the children clean their own rooms to teach them their own responsibility, but also, you know, just some of the more general household chores you kind of pick up more on so that Tori can have his time to just be a kid and digress and do homework and worry about everyday children things. I think that those are great attainable goals that you can actually, you know, write down on a sheet of paper and kind of say, hey, you know, today I let Tori be a kid. You know, I let Tori have time to do his homework, or I let Tori, you know, just kind of be able to do what it is a regular 11-year-old child would do. So I think that that's great that you're able to come up with some of those goals that are attainable. So I would definitely love to pick back up with you at a later time because we are out of time for this session. But I think that the next section we will have you and then the rest of the children so that, you know, we can kind of all sit back down together and just kind of, you know, talk amongst each other to try to, you know, get an understanding of where each individual is coming from within the family dynamics. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that sounds great. And I'll definitely, you know, just check in if I have any questions or any type of concerns. But I think it's going to be good.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure meeting with you today. I look forward to, you know, meeting with you and the rest of your children at our next session. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem.